Hello and welcome to Toya Who the Fuck Are You? Where I am Toya and I will discuss and explore my journey in understanding truly who the fuck I am and where I want to be. So let's get started. When we last met, I've shared my recent trip to Sweden and how much I love travel. And hopefully you had a chance to enjoy that last podcast and hopefully it inspired you to look to plan your next adventure. And if so, please share where you're thinking of going, where you're planning to go, as well as giving me some details because I'm always looking for new places to travel to and to adventures to get into. So please don't hesitate to reach out as I am excited. And hopefully you're taking the time. This is really what I want, is hopefully you're making the time to take time for yourself, your family and your friends, and enjoying things outside of your normal, scenery. Get out, venture out, and explore the world because believe it or not, even though it is so big, it is so small. So yeah, have fun. However, we're going to change it up. So this week, I am going to talk about a topic that I didn't know how to broach it. But I felt like it was a topic that is important to me, that I am very intrigued by. And especially, I feel that it's fitting given where I am on my journey into this next phase of my life. And so today I want to kind of touch on the esoterics of self. Remember, self is going to be me because I am only an expert on my life and things that I've experienced. And so I will be talking from my point of view. And I'm not sure I may be using the term incorrectly, but I think it's, kind of that mysterious part of yourself that you just don't typically share with others. Or maybe they don't fully understand or grasp it, right? They don't know the word. But it's diving into a deeper meaning of existence, the nature of reality and the presence of spirituality, and how that shines through you. And so for me, no matter how hard, I think people try to be, other than themselves, maybe someone else, I feel like your esoterics is something that you just can't fake. It's that inner light in you. It's truly what sets you apart from others. Your likes, your desires, your dreams, your quirks. And I do want to emphasize, that quirkiness. I feel like, we have been blessed, to have esoteric teachings which focus on, the importance of inner transformation, discovery of self and spiritual enlightenment. But, we've had teachers that kind of shared that. And I think we looked at them as just poets or lover of art. The teachers that come to mind to me, the wonderful Toni Morrison, Nikki Giovanni, Mr. James Baldwin, this next person is someone who I absolutely love, and it is Florence Welch from Florence and the Machine. And I feel like all of them very different, but the esoterics that they have and that they share, it just gives kind of a creative narrative to that inner light that you have. So anyway, and so as I am going through, this phase, again, I know who I am as a woman, and spirituality and sexuality is more of, what is it I think I want to do? And who do I want to be as I do these new things? I want to appreciate who I am. And that person is, I'm a lover of nature. I love the rhythm of the rain, the sizzle of the sun, the whispers of the wind, the boom of the thunder and the chaos of it all. Like, I love that. I love the simple things in life. So, but I'm also thankful that I can indulge in the luxuries of life, that it has to offer. I'm looking at how do I become a softer me? A softer version of me, tap more into my femininity and I don't know, bask in that a little bit more. So this is where, again, this topic, I thought about it for some time. How do I share, right, the esoterics of one, but then also highlight the importance of embracing it and the importance of, I don't know, protecting it, because it's sacred. It's something that sets you apart from others. And so I would like to take a moment and kind of have, you think about, when we say esoterics of you, what is that to you? What does that mean? What would you say, right? Because, when we go to ask the question, who are you? Your esoterics is kind of part of that question and part of that answer. Basically, really, who are you? What makes you? What's your belief? Not who are you, Toya, in your job, but who are you in life, and also, what do you do? Your esoterics, I think, also kind of fuels that action in what do you do as a person. So right now, what I do, I am discovering and I am pushing the envelope. I went to Sweden. Yes, there was some work elements in it, but I took the adventure of going, and I went to a strange foreign country, and I loved it. And so now it's kind of like, okay, what else do you want to do? And I actually have a list, and I'm calling it the Hot Girl Summer List of 2024. So it is a list of things that I want to expand upon. New adventures, pottery class, learning a new language, which I kind of don't know what language I want to learn. I feel like you have to learn Spanish because Spanish is it's like a dominant, it's a dominant language, but I'm kind of intrigued and I want to be challenged. Like, do I learn Turkish, or do I learn Swedish? I don't know. So, or maybe Italian. I think Italian is a very romantic language. I just don't want to learn it as I'm trying to get softer and aggressive language, because I don't think that works. I think that's a contradiction, but I do want to learn a different language. And so, but then also I want to, I don't know, just kind of allow that quirkiness that's in me out more. My family and my friends would probably say quirky or corny, whatever, but just let it bask, because it's a part of innocence, I think, that people are ashamed of. They want to be strong. They want to be this. They want to be that. They want to be cool. But that quirkiness, I think sometimes, I don't know, it's very transparent. It's authentic. So that's just kind of where I am right now. And I would love to kind of get your views and your thoughts. And, when we say esoterics, what does that mean to you? I'm going to be honest, when I looked the word up, it's like mythical and, of course, spirituality. And when I think of mythical, I think of, I don't know, fairies and dragons and those type of things, people who go to like the Renaissance fairs, but it's more than just that. It is the making and the makeup of who you are as, an individual. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. And so, we actually have the definition. It's an adjective. Attended for or likely to be understood by only a small number of people with a specialized knowledge or interest. And I think that is pretty cool, because I think your close friends and your close family members would understand that about you, right? And I feel like this is, I know for me, a good post check-in. If I can't share my esoterics with those around me, why are they around me, right? Because my esoterics are a part of me. They're who I am. So why would I not share that truth? with someone. And so it's a good pulse check. And if they can't accept me for who I am, then maybe I don't need to be with them, or they need to be in my space. So just something to think about. But yeah, so esoterics is the word of the day, the adjective that we are going to practice and, incorporate more in our lives and, just be esoterically so. So actually that is going to conclude today's podcast. I know it's very short, but I think a topic that I wanted to just, like I said, broach and put out in the universe as, something I want us to think about a little bit more, right? As we are challenging ourselves to, answer the question, who are we? And I said last week, I'm fearless. I'm a wanderlust, but there's more. I'm a gentle giant. I cry. I'm a softie, but then also I'm aggressive and I'm a hard ass. I cuss like a fucking sailor. I love rainbows. Just because I just think it's cool. I just love rainbows. I think they're just a mystery. I love the sound of rain, and I love a life of peace. And I feel like everything else in life is hard, and we should be a little, peaceful with ourselves and within ourselves. So again, this concludes today's podcast, but please join me next week as I will discuss a very important topic, which is going to be the anatomy of peace and the misconceptions of therapy. So don't forget, if you have not already, like and subscribe to my YouTube page as we look to continue the conversation and the journey. And with that, I will say namaste.